Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Endless Courage. So I posted a part one on Nolan Wells and the mystery surrounding his death, him washing up on the shores of Horn Island. Now I understand I've been gone for a long time, almost a year, and it's going to take work on my part to get my channel up to where it needs to be and flourishing to its fullest potential. What I'm going to do on my end is just put out quality, get better. And so, okay, I just wanted to talk about this one piece of information, something that I just find so strange. So, allegedly, the friends, supposedly there were about three boats and about 30 people on this trip. So basically, one boat couldn't fit all the friends that came on this trip. And so that, to me, like Nancy Grace says, that's 30 witnesses right there. Because someone must have interacted with him, whether he was on boat A, B, or C. So, okay, this is the part that has me confused. The mother allegedly had to track down Nolan's phone using Life 360. If you don't know what Life 360 is, it's a tracking app. So basically you can keep track of your loved ones. You can find the phone, it'll take you to the phone, it gives you the location of where your loved one is. And I actually did a video on not Life 360, but the Apple tag, which is like Life 360 is essentially an app that tracks movement. But it was a story about how an ex put the tracker in her ex's car, and the ex found the tracker. And basically, she went to the police about the ex just being, doing things like this. So it's kind of interesting that, like, so much forward in the future, this app, this device is used for a parent, for their child. But basically, to get back to my point, Nolan's mother tracked his phone to the individuals that he went on a trip with. When she came to get the phone, allegedly, they said, yeah, we had the phone in a car. Now, okay, it is possible, right, that when you're on a trip with friends, you're right, you're really not on social media because everybody that you would be usually talking to on the phone is right in front of you. But how normal is it for you to return from a trip with someone else's phone and not try to return it to them? You're just okay with his phone being in your car. And then get this, allegedly the friend said that he stayed with a girl that he met on Horn Island. He decided to stay. Why wouldn't he take his phone? Why do you have his phone? That's the big question. And supposedly when the mother came there, they were sitting down watching TV with Nolan's phone in the car. Now, I don't know about you, but when you think about teenagers nowadays, they keep up with their phones. It's like an extension of their hand. They're constantly on their phone, checking social media, checking, maybe even texting with friends that didn't come on the trip with him because he was the only black person on the trip. So perhaps he was texting friends that weren't invited. Who knows? But the biggest thing that sticks out to me is if it's true that he decided to stay on the island with this girl that he did not know, that he just met, and supposedly he was going to catch a ride back with some random person that would, I don't know, be willing to give him a ride. Why wouldn't he take his phone? Why wouldn't you give him his phone? Who stays on the island without their phone? I just don't believe that. I don't believe that he stayed on the island to be with a girl without his phone. I don't believe that. And I think it's suspicious that anyone else would have his phone. Anyone besides Nolan. And you're back from the trip. You don't think to return the phone? You don't even think to check on him? Hey, where's Nolan? He hasn't hit me up for his phone. But how can he call you? How can he call you and get in touch with you if you have his phone? That makes no sense. And I did see a clip of one of the individuals that was on the trip with Nolan Wells talking to Officer Tatum. For me, I allegedly the friends that were on the trip. I don't know if all 30 of them did it, but some of them allegedly deleted their social medias. Now, I understand that the internet can be cruel. The internet kind of can go off of what they think and have no mercy. I mean, to me, if you don't have anything to hide, if you are not at fault, then what's the harm? Would the social media show that maybe you weren't as good of friends as you claim to be with Nolan? Would it show that there's not one picture on there with Nolan, but it could be a combination of other friends that are consistently on your social media? Or does it show Nolan in your pictures? Does it show his presence? Does it show that you guys did, in fact, have a real friendship? And that it doesn't make any sense that you would have his phone, but not think to contact the mother. Hey, I have Nolan's phone. He decided to stay on Horn Island. He met a girl and he was going to hitch a ride back. The mother had to track the phone. And you're just like, oh yeah, it's in the car. It's in the car. Now, allegedly, there's some speculation that there's some deleted things on the phone. But the tricky thing about a phone is that you can delete, but the phone has its own, they did this actually in the case that I covered with Brian Kohlberger. They did a forensic analysis on his phone, and it showed stalking patterns. He was stalking one of the girls, and I believe even messaging her without her actually messaging him back. And then I think I even speculated that if she did message him, it was to be nice, maybe because she's young and that's how young people are. Young people today are much, much more open. They'll message you on just being on some friendly type of energy. Like, how are you doing? Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Maybe they, in that case, I thought that maybe she saw that maybe Brian was different and she was just being nice. But something showed in that forensic analysis of his phone that pinned him to the crime. So that's actually the first time that I had actually seen a forensic analysis of the phone being used, like the phone having its own data, like its own hard drive, where it shows everything. For when you power on the phone, for when it died, anything, it shows everything. And so, yeah, I think that, and then allegedly, supposedly the FBI is involved. So, I'm curious. I'm very, very. So I'm curious as to find out what the FBI finds out because they have way more resources than me. I just have what information is out there. That's the only thing that I have. So please let me know what you guys think of this bit of information. I do find it strange. I don't think that if a group of teenagers go on a trip, I don't believe if anyone departs from the group, I do believe that they would take their phone. And I believe also that if you come back from the trip and it's like, say we have 5 phones, who are these 5 phones? So then you call everybody. Hey, do you have a phone? You have your phone? You have your phone? Or you can narrow it down. If everyone you call, that's tricky, right? Because if it's 30 people on the trip, that's a given that you actually knew. It wasn't like a free-for-all. Like, hey, we're having this trip. Anybody can come. That's like a given. Like, I guess it's contingent on if you knew all 30 people or all the people that came on the trip. You knew them by name. So say it's like a trip of random people from school being invited and you don't know whose phone this is, right? So why is it that when the mother came and asked for the phone, you said it's in the car? That it's just, all of it is just strange. It's just absolutely strange. Like, why wouldn't it be in the house? And then why wouldn't you do your due diligence and find, hey, whose phone is this? If you didn't know all the people that were there. But then say you did know that was Nolan's phone. Why wouldn't he take his phone with him, and why do you have it? That's the big question. So I'm going to piece this video together and put it up. Please let me know what you think. I'll really appreciate it. And I'm just going to keep, as the information comes out and I make sense of it, I'm just going to keep uploading videos. So I'll see you in the next one.